Okay, so I'm about halfway between Harvard and MIT, and I'm hoping that some of this brilliance out here is going to rub off. But wanted to at least give you each a little bit of insight on my amendments. Sorry I can't be there with you tonight, but look forward to certainly talking about these with you going forward and voting together on our budget in a couple of weeks. Amendment number 4 is the first one, the solar electric permitting. And I just wanted to let you know that solar panels are relatively easy to add to a rooftop. And in most cases, the racking, that's the frame underneath, is done in 1 or 2 days. Panels being laid out another 1 to 2 days, and the electrical hookup takes about a day. So it's really a job that even a small crew of 1 to 2 people can do the install on. This was precipitated, actually, my amendment, by I heard from an installer about how much he'd recently been charged here. He was a little upset about that, so I called John Crook, who told me, how we calculate, the permitting costs in Fitchburg. And to this point, there haven't been that many, so it's just been lumped in with all other types of building alteration and construction permits. So applicants were charged a flat or 1% of the total job cost. So that's not really a problem with a $10,000 residential roof job, which then would cost roughly $100 plus the electric permit, which is also a percentage of the job size. But it's way out of proportion for a $250,000 commercial job like this one that I heard from the installer on. So it turns out we're quite a bit higher than both the municipalities that I did reach, that I did get through to when I wanted to find out what others were doing in Dane County. And that was Middleton. We were about a little more than twice as high. Madison, we were about 10 times as high. So I'm proposing that we charge a fee that reflects, the time that it takes really for our inspection teams, but really to incentivize solar. So there's 3 aspects to the fees. The first one is the permit itself, and that's the minimum $20 to maximum $200 fee. Then a plan review fee, which should be reflective of time spent. I'm using the 25 minimum to 200 cap on that. And then finally, the electric permit that I'm saying we should just go with what Madison's done. They charge per opening, and each panel is inspected, so that's an opening. And there's no upper limit on that because you could have a job with, thousands of panels in practice. But each solar panel does have a little connection, and so that makes sense. At any rate, to use that $250,000 job as an example, we would probably charge the maximum for the solar and review portions, so that's about $400. But then there would be, if you have the panels or the openings fee slate in front of you, there's actually an up to 20 openings, then up to 40, and then 40 to 100, and then over 100 openings. The total for that one it would have been about 450 openings or panels to be looked at. That would have cost $305. So the total charge then for that permit would have been a little over $705, which is still significantly higher than Madison, but now a little less than Middleton's, and about, I think he said he paid $2,400, so $2,400, $2,500. So it's about 30% of what he actually paid for that one. So that's the rationale for giving or having a specific solar permit.